Hi everyone, my name is EmilyHamblen. I am a grad student at CSU and a wildlife tech at the Great Basin Institute. But most importantly, I am a former LCC student. I am super impressed that you guys are already doing research, and I'm hoping that if you guys have enjoyed the research that you've done already, this will give you an idea of what you can do in the future. So, specifically, Stacy wanted me to talk about how did I get from this to this. I actually started at LCC as a Department of Energy Fellow at the Hanford Nuclear Site. I did insectivorous bird surveys, freshwater clam surveys, and a lot of mule deer surveys. But basically, I just did whatever they asked me to. At Oregon State University, they let me do my own research. And I just want to say apply for everything because I really doubted that I would ever be doing my own research. But I applied anyway and just managed to get in. I took a lot of statistics, and I know that is really scary for a lot of people, but I highly suggest you just keep working as hard as you can in math, and eventually you'll get it. You don't have to be brilliant. You just need to know how to network, be humble, and listen to your colleagues and your bosses, and even people that work for you. For instance, I did these fur seal captures, and without my boss and my coworkers that you see in that little box in the corner, there's no way I would have accomplished it. But because they were there, I learned a lot and we got the job done. So as an undergrad, I suggest being as enthusiastic as possible. Don't be shy, even though I'm personally very, very shy. So I really suggest you just getting out there, sucking it up, and just ask as many questions as possible. Most professionals love the opportunity to help students, but if they don't love students, they definitely love slave labor. So if you just keep volunteering, it's really hard to say no to free labor, and you can get into a lot of really good positions. All of your hard work will pay off eventually, so you'll be hiking tons of pounds of ridiculousness into the middle of nowhere. But eventually it will pay off and you will get to capture fishers. You could do remote telemetry in Yosemite. Right now I'm doing a lot of aerial telemetry, finding animals from a small airplane, and that's really fun. You should also learn to tolerate rough conditions. So in the corner, if it's not hidden by me, that's my foot completely covered in mosquitoes. And that was up in the Northwest Territories. Another day of really rough hiking, and I had forgotten my gloves, working on grizzly bears. You have to work when it's raining out, on steep slopes, when it's really snowy. Drive long distances on ATVs that make your bones rattle, and it's all worth it. So learn as many skills as possible, whether it's ATVing or speedboats or snowmobiles, and learn how to fix things. It's really important that when you're in the middle of nowhere to be able to fix things. And I highly suggest volunteering for anything and everything. This black bear capture I only went on because they had already known that I volunteered to teach students to do squirrel captures. So your work is going to be very synergistic. So the first few years, you're going to work really hard and you will not feel like you're gaining very much. But eventually, I personally felt like I was getting awards just because I already had awards, and it looked really impressive. So just keep working hard and all of that will pay off eventually. And don't forget to have hobbies. I found a lot of my hobbies, like backcountry skiing, has been really helpful for remote camera studies in the winter. Rock climbing is going to be helpful for climbing trees for den surveys. Even playing the ukulele was really helpful for when I was doing long backpacking trips and we just needed something to keep us entertained at night. So with that, I wanted to say, if you want a job, here are some sites to look at. And good luck, and feel free to contact me if you have any questions about becoming a wildlife biologist. Okay, good luck.